Okay. Unfortunately, I'm in the car, but theme also of this week, I've been catching myself feeling some sort of negative feeling, and I'm like, I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel like that anymore, and that's not how I'm supposed to feel right now, and that's not how I'm supposed to feel in general. Like, I have done so much work mentally to get out of this negative space that I'm now catching myself being like, don't do that. It's like when you are working on your posture and you do the exercises for your posture, and then when you are crouched, like how you used to be all the time, you pick up on it and you're like, that doesn't feel right because you've done so many exercises to be in the better posture. So then you correct yourself. You still need to correct yourself because you'll still automatically go into crouching sometimes, but you notice it so much more because you've put the work into it to exercise that and to improve your posture. So you catch yourself and then you fix it and it feels better. It doesn't feel 100%, but it feels better. And that's how I feel like what I've been doing mentally for myself. Like I would, you do mindfulness, you do meditation, you focus in on the feelings of how you want to feel. You give yourself the time to do that. So when I feel shitty, when I feel bad, I catch it fast and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. That's not right. I don't want to feel like that because I've been exercising my brain to feel better. And so this week, before I went to work, the beginning of the week, I got that, the Sunday Sunday scaries. And I'm like, I had this, pit in my stomach and this dread about going into work because there's no end in sight, right? I'm like, ugh, this again. And then I felt like this again. And then I was very aware of it and conscious of it and was like, no, I don't want to feel like this. Screw that. I don't want to feel like this anymore. And I've been in that space before where I feel really bad about something and my brain just switches and it's like, no, I'm not going to feel like this. I don't want to feel like this. And it's when people say you can choose how you feel. And it sounds like so much easier said than done. That's the moment where I chose to change how I felt about something. But it takes time to get there. It's not like, oh, just sit here and choose how to feel. It takes practice. And sometimes we practice it even subconsciously. If we're in a good atmosphere with good people and you have a bad experience, but somebody's turns it around for you pretty fast, you get used to feeling positive at a faster speed, right? But still, it's very helpful when we consciously practice mindfulness and practice the feelings that we want to feel, even if it's for a couple seconds each day. You take a moment to sit there and be like, how do I want to feel right now? How would I like to feel? And go there, right? And you visualize it, and you feel it. And it's just for a little bit. You don't need to hold it for that long, because that can become hard and annoying a little bit, I think. We think, okay, I don't have the time to meditate, and you don't think you have 10 minutes, then start with 5. Just give yourself something so doable, and then it will grow. And even if it doesn't, at least you're doing it. It will add up. And I guess the point of this is that click for me of, I don't want to feel this dread. I'm going to change it to how I would feel if I wasn't in this position, because I don't want to be in this position. How would I feel if I was in the position I wanted to be in? And I practice that. And I think this is where people get a little nervous about, what's the word? Manifestation, I guess. Because this is where everybody jokes around, they're like, be delusional.
There's a slowdown ahead.
Okay. But this is where people are the joke is be delusional, and then you'll get what you want. And people are scared. They're like, why would I be delusional about something? that sounds so negative, and it can be. You gotta be careful with that. But right now, for example, I'm on an hour drive, and I don't need to think about much. I'm just driving. And I'm sitting here feeling kind of anxious because there's some things going on in my life currently that are giving me anxiety. The biggest thing is like probably that I didn't get to my work that I wanted to do yet. And the biggest anxiety on top of that is because I
There's
have
a slowdown ahead.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but I haven't hit it. What does this mean? I'm getting there's a slowdown ahead, and then I'm passing those portions. It says people reported slowdowns, but I'm not having that experience. And I'm waiting. I'm like, will I? But we can be hopeful, right? It doesn't hurt me to sit here during this drive and pretend and feel like I'm in the place that I want to be in my life. Because if I was in that place in my life, I would still be doing this drive. Like, the reason for the drive, I would still be doing it. I would still be driving my car. If you didn't have the reason for driving, then just be like,
there's a slowdown ahead.
Yeah, I got it. And if you didn't have the reason for the drive, then pretend like, okay, I'm driving to this other place that I'd rather be driving to. You know, that kind of thing. But I really can sit here and just be like, I have the career that I want. And I'm just driving to my friend's house or something, you know, like on the weekend. And I'm not stressed about it because I got my stuff done. And just, seriously, there's nothing else I can do right now but do this drive. So I'm going to kind of meditatively, mindfully do my drive in the space that I would like to be in. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, I don't know how else to word it currently, but I think if you're meant to understand it, you will. But it doesn't hurt for me to sit here and just be like, I'm doing my drive, and I'm thinking about, like, oh, I accomplished this for my work. I don't need to worry about work. I got it done on Friday or whatever. It's all good, and I'm having a good time. And like, I'd still be in this current situation right now, driving. And I can be like, alright, I'm gonna listen to a good song and be in a better mood because that's what's happening in my life. And take, like, literally this hour to just be like, yeah, I'm having a good time because, you know, it doesn't matter I'm sitting in traffic right now because now I hit the slowdown. Wow. You know what's actually really funny? So these things on Google Maps are like, there's a slowdown. And it was like 5 people reported this, and I'm zooming through it. And then
there's a slowdown ahead.
Yeah, man, I'm in it. And then it was like, there's a slowdown, and I'm still zooming through, and it's like 3 people reported. Now it's saying 1 person reported this slowdown that I'm in right now, and I'm actually in it. So that just goes to show you that the majority isn't always right. But also, that was just technology error, probably, and timing, right? Anyway, yeah, so take advantage of the time where you're in that space where it could be, you're in a neutral space, a neutral time in your life, to be mindful. Pretend like you got everything you want. How does it feel? How does it feel for me to be doing this drive right now if I had everything I wanted right now? Why not? Why not take that time? It doesn't hurt anybody. It doesn't hurt you to do that. It doesn't hurt to be delusional right now. And you're aware that you're being delusional, so you're not actually delusional. You're just practicing. You're pretending. It's like method acting. Method acting. Method acting. It's like a form of manifestation, maybe. I don't know. Just a random suggestion that came to my head. Alright, I think I'm done here. I hope that was helpful.